Tnega doesn't have any stats here, but we'll definitely see something when we head to Mumbai. So, a couple of things about some stats I wanted to mention. Tnega has placed 17th in both times he participated in Roulette Rivals 6 PC and Roulette Rivals 5 console. Linux placed 5th in both Roulette Rivals 5 and 6. So both of these guys very consistent in their placement. We'll have to see how much... obviously Linux has secured top 32 because he's advancing. And Spin is live here. Sierra Knox with the fiber wire as the Kronstadt researchers. Robert Knox with an amputation knife as the Florida man. So yeah, this is Linux's. If he wins this, it will be his 10th win in Miami, according to the stats we just saw. And if Tnega wins, it will be his first. I could quickly set up a prediction. Let's see. Giving it out later is the only problematic.
That is Ted Mendez, one of the country's most influential military-grade money men. This must be connected
Yeah, this
to
is...
Kronstadt.
I can't very see it very much. Yeah, I don't think I personally have seen anybody with 10-0 on any map. Like, I've seen plenty of 9-1s from veteran players like Yanini, and I think Mr. Mike has a 10-1 or 10-2 or something on New York. Yeah, that's gonna be quite a feat going into the group stage, going off of the group stage into the knockout stages. Tnega is planning. Linux is immediately started as the medic. He's gonna pick up the amputation knife, which is there. I still can't stop, like, every time I think about amputation knife. Like, it's in Silvio's observatory room. Linux opting to go to the other side, potentially to get the Florida man. It makes sense because the other disguise he needs is at the Breeside Center. Well, that's really loud. Tnega also starting at the medic. Has to think about the enforcer here, but he's not really a problem with his back turned. Gives you a slight amount of suspicion meter, but nothing to worry about really. Alright, Linux has finally made his way towards the Florida man. Florida man is eating something. I don't know, M&Ms. He is waiting because the guard is approaching and he will see the knockout, so he has to come up with something. Oh, it's M&Ms. It's the bubble gum. But he couldn't get the distraction shot to turn him away, of course. That was a goofy thing. I thought that was part of his. It's the bubble gum that he just threw for the Florida man. Just a slight inconvenience with the guard not turning, so you'd have to just knock him out, hide him. Linux has the Florida man. And looks like Tnega is planning the same thing here. The guard will be approaching as well. Tnega misses the shot. And then the guard sees the Florida man here too. Wait, Florida man just fell in the water after eating the bubble gum for Tnega. That's unfortunate, but also very, very goofy how He just... Alright then. It's a setback for him because he just falls in the water, non-target killed. Not to mention he missed the shot on the guard, which could have been recovered just like Linux did. But that gives him a huge advantage because of the amputation knife being on the other side of the map.
I'm telling you, Miss Knox is going to be pissed. I did the pre-race checkup on her. Don't forget, the secret of endurance racing is to keep...
Is the Florida man finally getting found again? By
This race is not over until the clock ticks down.
Yeah. ICA can totally, completely ruin a bubblegum company's reputation. Anybody does a test on the Florida man, find out he ate a bubblegum and that's what caused it. So, yeah, that's how he ends up on top of rooftops. Linux is waiting by the cardboard boxes here. Not a live kill on Robert, so it shouldn't be a problem in case he gets spotted by him.
Okay.
And Linux gets his first kill of Miami. Tnega bumps into one of the joggers here. Don't think he meant to do that. And there goes the Florida man. He also isolated him in a good spot. It's hidden behind the board.
No. No.
No, I'm gonna run over and play around with
Linux is going to be looking for a Kronstadt researcher. Opts to go for the one in Robert's office.
Don't forget, the secret of endurance racing is...
Yeah, definitely plummeting.
I may only be a tech reporter, but I have ambitions too, you know. The fact is that Kronstadt is very likely withholding information on what actually...
Yeah, Linux hasn't done anything to end the race, so it looks like he might be trying to stop it with the sugar, and then the good old isolation that everybody does. Although, kind of looked like he was eyeing the race marshals there, but decided not to do anything with them. Tnega's made his way to the overpass. Just about 3-ish minutes behind now for the Robert and the whole strat. Almost gets spotted by the engineer. He's also waiting by the cardboard box, but he has to wait a lot longer than... Linux tosses a crowbar to move the infamous Kronstadt mechanic that can... If Jotes makes run killers, you should definitely put him in there. Although he's an overused target for Miami, I feel like. Yeah, looks like he's setting up for the sugar... Honey or sugar? Four minutes and 7 seconds in, Robert finally enters the stationary storage room. Should have his kill now, but barring any mistakes from Linux, he's really ahead. The space they started, it would have been almost photo finished, the way they were both moving and how similar the strategy is. See which resources Tnega plans to get. Linux switches into the researcher's disguise after completing the animation and gets the peekaboo. It is a live kill, so he has to be hidden from her. Side of this door is a perfect spot. Ooh, gets a quick fiber wire with the headphones. Looking for the ambulance. He forgot he took out the cameras because he was yellow. He's going for the medic disguise, but not the free one. Chain luring this one. It's definitely an interesting choice, especially from somebody who is as proficient in Miami with the. That's an interview question, that's for sure. Gets the medic, should be able to escape in a couple of seconds here. Exit opens up. Yeah, Linux gets the map completed as Tnega gets a slight side KO on the engineer. So yeah, Linux also, that means he's 10-0 in Miami. Unfortunately, Tnega won't get off the mark yet in terms of the record in Miami or the match. Next up is Mumbai, picked by Tnega. He's played 2 matches already just today, and he picked Mumbai in both of them. Both of them also ended up in a tie, so this is his actual tiebreaker for Mumbai for today. Or is he gonna go for 3 for 3? It really depends on what the spin is and how the player is treated by the game. Yeah, looking at Tnega's record, he's played 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 times. He's won it once, tied twice, 3 times. So it's a mixed result for Mumbai. Very few success, but we know he likes the map. You know, his picks on RR stats is Mumbai 8, Haven 1, Dubai 1, and Mendoza 1. Linux has picked Mumbai once. According to RR stats, he's played it twice, 0-2.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai. along with 2 reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
Yeah. Thanks for the briefing, Tnega. Chasing a ghost we shall be in 1 minute and 52 seconds. Map record held by Ducker earlier in the tournament, 10 minutes 12 seconds. We've had a couple of spins that sort of looked like it was going to be close to that sub 10 mark, but it's still held by Ducker by 12 seconds. What's the Miami record? 523 by Giannini. RR3. Sierra Knox with the sniper rifle. Makes sense. That's the Ted Mendez. Robert Knox with an explosive weapon as the waiter. Yeah, that looks like a record spin indeed. Looks like Tnega has his loadout set up. Taunton gun at the homeless tent. Krugermeyer, Palmer 2, and the bubblegum. So much tranquility in his loadout. If he starts with that, that would be something. But obviously it will be dictated by the spin and the kill conditions. Brings in the gold brick even more. Okay, spin is live. Sniper rifle as the laundry worker for the Maelstrom. Vanya Shah with the barber razor in the suit and an explosive weapon as the barber himself for Dawood Rangan. No live kills. Maelstrom can be isolated right away with the skywalk start, and the skywalk start will be needed other than that also with the form of the suit. So this is not a straightforward at first glance, but you can piece it together, and having the Maelstrom flexibility makes it better as opposed to like having a loud kill. I think I've seen one earlier when he was playing Currymaker. So yeah, I think a well-balanced spin here. Both players starting. Linux slightly ahead on the loading here, but Tnega being on PC will probably catch up very quickly. Linux loads in first. Skywalk.
47. Our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding. 47. Our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums. I've marked the headquarters of the Crow.
Both players have the Maelstrom behind the Holy Man here.
47. That's the Maelstrom. You found him.
Tnega opts to knock out the Holy Man. He does have to take that suit closer to somewhere where Vanya would be, or at least where he wants to perform that. The explosive device kill is not required to be loud, so breaching charge can be used. I don't think Tnega brought in a loud one.
My brother told me the story about the Maelstrom years ago.
He opts to pick up the Holy Man. Just makes the traversal in the slums a lot better because no enforcer. Suits have the super enforcers in the form of the thugs. Linux opting to go for a laundry worker. Gonna hide in the little box here. Looks like Tnega is working on getting the barber disguise here. Uses the 2 darts, one for the woman and one for his disguise. Also picks up the razor, which is another required item for the spin. And having the disguise of the holy man means he doesn't have to come back here. He can just drop that off. Meanwhile, Linux picks up a laundry worker's disguise. With the sniper being a smuggled item, he is all set to go for the maelstrom. Tnega is opting to go inside the Durangan Tower. I've seen some players struggle with allowing Dao to come outside and the way you handle him afterwards. Linux setting up his sniper kill here on the maelstrom. Oh, gets a nice little with the Ducky edition sniper rifle, and he once again gets the first kill off the map. Did that in Miami, does it in Mumbai. What's his plan now? Looks like he's going for the barber disguise now. Tnega setting up all the guards that are around this elevator shaft and the apartments upstairs. Linux trying to bring out the barber outside of his home. Great drone distraction. Yeah, it looks like Linux is gonna get the barber and then maybe go for Daoud just like Tnega is doing, or he could also go for the brick. Obviously the brick always brings in that extra 3 guards that you have to deal with along with the 2 thugs. It's the barber all by himself for a free disguise change. Also waiting time here for Tnega because Daoud is just talking to the hostage. I think then he's gonna go and talk to one of the guards about how he's rigged a match. Linux opts to switch back into the laundry worker. Kind of shook his camera there, not sure if he missed something he wanted. Yeah, there goes Daoud for Tnega. He's making fun of the guy who bet against his team.
Let's just say I may have persuaded the team doctor to spike the tea with a little something to make the players, well, slightly less focused, you know? The odds were too good to ignore, yeah.
Slight hesitation from Linux here because he wasn't sure if he was going to be frisked or anything. Of course, he went back for his suit. That makes perfect sense because that's a spin required disguise. which means he needs that in a convenient spot. Now he has the equipment to take out Vanya Shah. Tnega still waiting for Daud. He is isolated, but he's waiting for the other guard to show up. He should have the first kill in a moment. Gets a KO off the back, which is a quiet one, and he's gonna knock out Daud as well. And Linux is changing the smoke color with the brick. That will summon Vanya Shah and Daud Rangan to go towards the beach area near the slums. Tnega making sure the body is further tucked in. There's the explosive. Breaching charge gets the kill on Daud. So both players have one kill each now. Different kills. Tnega definitely has a bit more of the complicated kill of Daud. So it'll be interesting to see what Linux ends up doing, or how much faster the rest of the run for Tnega will be. Definitely no rest for the Wicked, and definitely no rest for both of these players, whether they're Wicked or not. Vanya's entourage is running fast. Linux has to catch up, gets both of the guards down, should be able to get Rima down. That's a super fast briefcase throw, and there's the Barber Razor throw for Vanya. So 2 kills down for Linux, only Daud Rangan left. He has the Barber disguise already. He should have the explosive weapon as well. So yeah, Tnega is racing for 2 kills, but the Maelstrom kill should be straightforward. It's just get the laundry worker and just shoot. Tnega switching out to his suit. So almost got seen by one of the super enforcers.
Bobby even came down to the hideout to be shown a picture of the boss, so he recognized him alone.
Vanya Shah will hear of this. Mark my words.
Listen, I'm telling you the truth here.
Looks like Tnega is going to be trying to change the smoke colors now, which would bring Vanya Shah. With Daud being down already, he doesn't have to worry about him. He has the Barber Razor, so he has the equipment to take out Vanya Shah, and it really will depend on how fast he can get the Maelstrom set up for the disguise. He made one of the guards sick, which is Linus Penguin, going for a second Seeker shot on one of the Bollywood guards. So only has to deal with one guard at the moment.
47, Shaw is on the move. I think she's heading for the beach area in the slums.
This is what I meant. Every player has a different way of tackling these 3 guards. Linux drops the Seeker, so he's gonna use the Seeker for all 3 guards. 2 darts and then the gun itself for the 3rd one. The guard will go down to the Heart of Darkness, the Crow headquarters. Meanwhile, he's slowing down Daud as much as he can. Knocks him out, should be able to get his kill very soon. Setting up his breaching charge, and off to the exit he goes, while Tnega waits for Vanya to come out of her restricted compound. Very nicely handled by Linux, takes out Daud, waiting for the exit to appear, and there he goes.
Hey
So Linux takes off Tnega's Mac pick and goes off 4-0. Looking really good here, and roulette wheel has Berlin. And it has Dartmoor too. And it is Berlin! Yay! Finally. So that's a really good, cool third map chosen by Hitmaps. We'll soon see what the stats are. Current map record is 847 by Ducker in the grand finals of Roulette Rivals 6. Looking at Linux's record, he's tied Berlin in this tournament versus It's the Alex. That's, I think, the only time he's really played in this Berlin in this tournament. Let's look at Tnega. Don't think he's played Berlin in this tournament at all. Yeah, as the stat shows, 0-0 for Tnega, 2-1 for Linux, 67% win. And as I said earlier, 847 by Ducker in the grand finals of the last tournament. Lots of approaches and I guess plenty of unexplored strats for this map. One of the most effective strats being the roll floor, as that's known in the community. But sort of spin dependent. Most times you can just get always starting at the top and being more efficient by taking the kills one by one. Also live kills, consumed poisons will throw a wrench in the roll floor strategy. That was me clicking the match to see the match that was the record. I didn't realize as soon as the video starts, he starts talking. that was a sneak. Gordy taking over for a second there. That was funny. I didn't realize the desktop audio picked it up. I was just trying to keep it on the DL. Chat always catches it. Yeah, I'm still exploring Currymaker's website, which is rrstats.currymaker.net. Yeah, the record spin was Garden Fork as the technician, loud explosive weapon as club crew, injected poison as biker, consumed poison as bartender, and drowning as club security. See, Garden Fork, consumed poison, injected poison, and drowning. That all those skills are better to do upstairs. Oh yeah, Definitely. Halfway, they already finished it twice. And they used the roll floor. Ugh. But for us weaklings, the spin will arrive in 20 seconds. It's including the players. Alrighty then, spin is live. Loud pistol as the bartender, loud explosive weapon as the DJ, kitchen knife as club crew, old axe, well that's Detour as the technician. And for the second time in this match, Florida Man appears and you need to kill the target with a neck snap while wearing his disguise. So DJ, another downstairs disguise, Florida Man sort of downstairs, so and Old Axe being at the other end of the map. This is a slight back and forth because of the Old Axe here. Again, so many options. Tnega is quickly starting. Linux Penguin thinking about what he wants. Loud pistol is something you can bring in because most of the agents carry SMGs. But also there's a couple agents that have club security that carry pistols, so not really anything you really need. I mean, off the top I can think maybe set up Lowenthal for the DJ kill. No consumed poison, so Linux starting as the bartender, setting up for the Florida Man disguise. Makes him sick right away. Tnega opted to start it as the biker, gonna set up Thames right away. There's a club crew, and he has the kitchen knife, which you can find in the biker hangout by the dartboard. There's at least a couple there. And he can get the club crew disguise straight off of Thames. So, should be a quick kill. He is very worried about getting spotted by him, which is not a big deal. He will get his green guns back as soon as Thames is dead. Linux finally successfully manages to grab the Florida Man's disguise. One of the two basement or bottom floor ones. Inside the club. And there goes Tnega with his club crew kitchen knife kill.
Agent Thames, report. Are you there?
Linux going up to the roof as Agent Green is there.
Stay focused. He's not playing.
Double tosses the I don't know if that he did that on purpose. Is that the lure? Maybe it was. He drops the coin to stops the guard from coming in. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. He's tossing another one to turn him around, which he will. Green is approaching. He can see right now because nobody else will go for it. And there's the next snap kill as the Florida Man. Linux can pick up one of those guards' pistols for his loud pistol. Tnega switches into... Oh no, he's still in the club crew disguise.
We've lost one. Learn from it, gentlemen.
Looks like Linux is trying to get the 3-shot panic onto Banner, who's gonna run straight up here. There he is. Really cool mechanic. And it looks like Tnega is slightly behind Montgomery here. Montgomery can be used for some of your complicated kills because he can isolate himself between some dead areas of the map, certain staircases. Linux waiting at the corner patiently for Banner to pass through, and that should be his technician disguise. Now he needs the old axe, which is really far away, and it's trying to vault down the window, but that's not possible. Tnega is trying to use the bubble gum on this spare tech. And Linux getting spotted by Agent Swan to lure him into the one of the quieter areas, and him being all by himself means he's gonna retain his silent assassin after Agent Swan is dead, and that's a good place to leave him there because you can just bring the old axe and get that kill right away. Agent Swan, one of the agents who don't have any of the nightclub disguises. Looks like he's actually gonna go for the loud pistol kill. That also works. Bartender, this guy's right next to him. Switches back to the tech. Tnega breaking through the coat closet door. Coat check, rather. Yeah, Linux is going for the old axe now, which is the far end of the map behind the cylinder pipe. Looks like Tnega is also doing the same thing. He has a briefcase in hand. Old axe, one of the few axes, along with the fire axe, that can't be put inside a briefcase. Yeah, both players are basically doing the same thing. Tnega will attempt to hide the old axe and we'll find out he can't do it. Now, very easy to dodge these guys, and then you can toss the axe over the door onto the other side. It's like he wants to toss it up on the roof. He also has to make a decision what he wants to do. He tosses it on the other side of the bridge. Gets the attention of a lady club crew member.
What the? Hey, shitbag. The trash can has been invented. What?
Gets a mouthful from her. But Linux should be able to get this kill on Banner with the old axe, since he tossed it up on the roof and Banner is ready with his own disguise. There's the tech crew old axe kill. Looking good here for Linux, but Tnega is not far behind, especially with the axe in hand. This door will be locked, and right next to it is a ledge grabbing. So he opts to toss it on the roof as well. Both players are over 7 minutes. Tnega about 15-ish seconds ahead in terms of in-game time, but progress-wise he's a little behind. Linux all the way at the bottom, looking for a DJ. Agent Chamberlain is actually talking to the other club security, so an opportunity to isolate him now, but let's see what he does. He also tosses a coin for one of the DJs to come outside. Tnega gets a corner, does a corner subdue and gets hunted immediately. Yeah, looks like he's gonna restart. Linux grabs his DJ disguise. At this point, Chamberlain is out of the room, so no isolation on Agent Chamberlain for him. He's eyeing one of the agents who he wants to get. 8.5 minutes in. It's a huge setback for Tnega because of that start. They were both around the exact same time, with just 15 seconds of time difference in-game time-wise. Linux trying to find the camera, which is hidden by the little shade there.
It's Agent Thames reporting in. No sign of target.
Looks like he's eyeing Lowenthal here. There's Agent Rhodes just above him. Doesn't go after any of them. There's Agent Tremaine above both of them.
Hello?
That's a really wide swing from Linux. It is a loud explosive weapon kill, so he has to make sure he can get away with that kill. That's why earlier in the spin I mentioned Agent Lowenthal is a prime candidate for loud explosive kills because you can make him sick. He goes into a bathroom which has a door, and then there's a door outside of it, so the sound of the explosive is buffered because of the double doors. And he himself carries a C4, so you don't even have to bring something. But Linux gets a really cool explosive kill on Domain, drops it behind him, and then he flies off the stairs onto the Netherlands of can't be accessed. Just one kill left for him. It should be the club crew. Kitchen knife. Wow, I couldn't think of the word even though it's right in front of me. So a few options here for him. Club crew obviously can be taken from Thames. Lets Agent Rhodes turn his back to him before passing. There's Thames right in front of him. Again, kitchen knives are here at the biker hangout. It's looking good for him. Even if Thames goes away from here, he can just wait for him until he's further away, closer to the crane. That's when you can kill him. Tnega got his club crew kill again, but almost 8 minutes behind. With a plan already set for Linux, it's not looking too good for him. Linux can even get spotted by Thames to make him approach where he needs to be faster, but he opts to use a thrown distraction. Looks like Tnega is going to be using the emetic rat poison on Agent Lowenthal, potentially for that explosive kill. But Linux finally gets his last kill off Berlin for this map. Club crew with the kitchen knife on Agent Thames, and just needs to find the exit. Looks like he wants to use the delivery guy. And Linux should be able to secure 6 points here. He's already set to advance, but hey, this is stat padding. Lots and lots of points. Undefeated in Miami so far. 10-0. Even switches to the delivery guy. I just need the scooter keys, but he's picked that up. He should be out here 12:46. Great, straightforward, and well played by both players. Unfortunately, Tnega got spotted around the 7.5, close to 8 minutes. And another player going this steady, it's really just a lost cause.